you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and...
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here collating casualties and losses, dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Generalship is no trifling matter.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to...
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised! They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers,
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Divine.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then?
now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. So, where should we begin? It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion, and a few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and the present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, presumably from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou, the Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio. That prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion. That we may. But as for example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over...
Tинъюнь has committed quite a few violations this time around. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit... if you pass through Starskiff Haven... It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took the Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan, she took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion as for how matters are handled with regards to Tинъюнь, I believe it's best left to her Foxian kin.
I understand. Leave it...
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission.
Well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to no way! Everything good has come our way due to our hard work. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do the Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. Yup. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination.
Things have come to a close for now. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tинъюнь's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge water ski, I left so determined. There are only a handful of individuals who know my identity now, but at least for now, I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfeng's negative karma. So, if you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
I see. Please extend my regards to...
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the...
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tинъюнь.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tинъюнь. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the...
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Tинъюнь's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short-life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, ordinarily the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony, countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species, by combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs, and it's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives. It's also my way of saying farewell to Tинъюнь. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Tинъюнь from the Lord Ravager who tarnished me. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Tинъюнь's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargaze.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh, it's you.
We're here to help sort out Miss Tинъюnь's things. Madam Yukong wants—
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Amicassator's seal, a small box, looks like some kind of antique?
Oh, Tинъюnь explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it...
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yan Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yan Ming,
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. Tинъюnь and I were from different guilds. We were competitors. But when we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became the rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of business. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Tинъюнь would leave something. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly get?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Tинъюnь would have kept. Could there be other things similar to what Yan Ming got? We should take...
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of, I've never seen Miss Tинъюnь use anything like that to defend herself. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room out. This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant... All right, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
I've never attended a memorial.
The Sleepless Earl.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Mingmi. Oh, this is the tea Miss Tинъюнь promised to get for me. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or vegetations in the alchemy cauldron have been around for millennia. And imported mixed teas have also found a need. Miss Tинъюнь came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it.
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Tинъюnь has...
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you to try a cup. Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
The Lafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Good quality, good price, hassle-free chartering. High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real... Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny...
Time well spent.
Spices Supreme!
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you? Oh, something from Miss Tинъюnь. What a precious person she is. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she meant she probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it... Miss Tинъюnь is too kind. Who among the Aurum Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic... Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tинъюnь must be real busy.
Miss Tинъюnь couldn't tear herself away from work, so...
Really? Thank you so much. Why don't I give you all a demonstration and prepare a dish? My treat. Oh, speaking of which, it was our chili beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tинъюнь to our restaurant. It's spicy, sumptuous.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tинъюнь intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yanming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tинъюнь trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
What brings you here? This bow. Did Tинъюнь pick it out for me? She understood my pain. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tинъюnь, on the other hand, was a born merchant. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Tинъюnь were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone?
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Tинъюнь prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Tинъюnь gifted others in the past, but I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Tинъюnь and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but for her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got, this is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
This time, we needn't compete.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Tинъюnь. I will seek out the truth. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Star.
Let's take it in turns. You rest.
General, the ceremony is finished.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my apologies. I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was... Before you leave the Luofu, there are 2 things I wish to gift the Express.
2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
What is your purpose for entering?
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed... I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol... It could indeed be considered a souvenir of a certain variety, but not one you could find in a gift store. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express, no matter how astronomically distant you are. The Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the...
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity.
Don Hong.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge, while I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or 2 of poetry. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She was also asking after you, Don Hung. I think it...
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put...
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too. Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conduct... Oh yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Fine, fine. Don Hung and I will go back to the Express.
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Oh, hi. I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the... So soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I want. Also, I have a rather abrupt After fighting down Hung, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. But to be honest, safe travels.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate.
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou...
You're back! Welt was telling me about your experiences. I'm more than a little envious. The ambrosial arbor, the ebon deer, I pestered Don Hung to tell me about his experiences, but alas, what could have been a magnificent saga was reduced to a few words and a grunt. Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welk.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination. The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accept when the conductor is ready. We can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.